back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on site on location at the AAC Media Days here as we get set for the 2023-24 football season. I'm here with Rashad Wisdom, safety for the UTSA Roadrunners. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Happy to have you. So I know you guys were first at the photo shoot, strobe lights, different things there. So you got to be the, bring us into it. You got to initiate everything. So how much fun was that for you guys to be the first to the photo shoot?
It was a whole lot of fun, man. Like just that whole little section over there, how they got the lights and stuff going. The background is pretty cool. The pose that they had us doing. I'm looking forward to seeing the content that they produce, and I know it's gonna be pretty nice. So, but it's been pretty cool so far. Honestly, we've only been here for a couple hours, but I've been having a great time so far. Just doing all that stuff, taking pictures, the interviews, and just getting on Frank's nerves. So I've had a great time so far.
What is it about you and Frank that you like to go up against each other back and forth? Because you and I were talking about this off the air. Why, when we, see this playful banter with, your quarterback, Frank Harris, and obviously you're playing safety on the other side, what is it about you and Frank that has made for such a banter back and forth?
I feel like our dynamic kind of just shows what type of team we have. Y'all see us go back and forth with each other, but it's all love at the end of the day. And I feel like sometimes people think we're being serious with each other, but like it's none of that at all. And that's kind of just how we are in the locker room, just as a whole. Like, all of us as teammates, we go back and forth with each other, and kind of just that's just how we are, man. It's just like a good dynamic in the locker room, and we're honestly one good solid team. There's a lot of good guys in our locker room as well, but me and Frank are from the same area. We grew up together, so I've been knowing him for majority of my life, and same with him. So it's kind of just like, like that's my little brother. So let me pick on him. Yeah. He's older than me, but he's my little brother.
Is there any DB in the country that can pickpocket Frank Harris better than you?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. How many times I done picked off Frank in practice or like got under his skin? Like nobody knows Frank better than I do. But I think that's good though, because iron sharpens iron. So yeah, just like how he, I get on him, he gets on me, and at the end of the day, we make each other better. So
when you say that, obviously the playful banter that you have back and forth, it says a lot about your team. How would you describe this season squad for UTSA? What's it like to be in the locker room and on the practice field with these Roadrunners specifically?
Honestly, it's been a whole lot of fun this all season. Just from the work we put in the weight room, on the field, and all the extra stuff that we've done behind the scenes that, we as a collective group, like decided to do on our own without like coaches having to get on us or anything like that. Like we've taken the initiative to go out and do the extra stuff. And honestly, I feel like this is the best we've looked heading into camp, with a week before we start camp. But I'm really excited for what's to come for this season and, our ceiling, because I think we have high expectations for ourselves this year, and that's kind of the way that we've gone about this off season. So like I said, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be a great year.
You're in a new conference, but there's familiar faces. So what's that dynamic going to be like? Because it's the American, not Conference USA. However, a lot of these teams.
Yeah. The teams that are coming over from Conference USA, they're all great respectively to their, to each team. So we're coming to this new conference, and also the new team that we're gonna play. I feel like the competition level just increases. So much. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to going to the new places to travel to and go see. And that's how I go about it. Honestly, just, all the new experiences that, get to take in and enjoy. And, man, I'm really looking forward to it. But the competition level is definitely going to increase. And I feel like this is going to set the way for better football to come, so really looking forward to it.
When you look at your head coach, Jeff Traylor, I got to sit down with him and ask him why he continues to be at UTSA, because it seems like in today's world, whenever a coach does well, there's always that question of, are they going to stay? Are they going to stay? But he's committed to the Roadrunners and committed to you all. What does it mean to you to have his commitment and the staff that he has that wants to be there and wants to see you guys grow in a collegiate environment where so many people kind of move around like free agency? The fact that he wants to be there.
I feel like that means a lot. You know, what I mean, he's loyal to us. I feel like that what that means. So, you know, it's easy to be loyal back to him. I feel like if we had somebody that we felt like we're gonna jump on us, and you know, what I mean, at the first opportunity presented, then you know, what I mean, we would probably all jump in the portal too, like you see all over college football nowadays. But you know, it's definitely not like that. And the group that he has with us for his staff and you know our coaches. You know, what I mean, they're great people too. You know, what I mean, because we've had some transfers come in, and you hear it all over the place, and it's all over town, like how like bad coaches treat people and stuff like that. And you know, here somebody transfer in, they're like, man, I didn't even think like it would be like this anywhere else. Like just, and I brought up the dynamic of our team before, but I feel like it's a real thing. Like we have a real culture that we believe in, and everyone's bought into it, and you know, what I mean, that's just who we are. And I feel like that's been part of the reason why we've had as much success as we have these last couple of years, just because, you know, what I mean, just that culture and how we are inside the locker room and how tight we are. So I feel like that plays a big part of it, man. Just, you know, the person who's at the head of it all is a real dude, and you know, what I mean, he stays true to his word. So I feel like that makes everything else easier.
You speak about the word and the hashtag, the words that we've come to know. Bird up. What does that? I mean, we see this, right? What does that mean? What does bird up mean?
Man, bird up is just everything that we embody. I feel like that's the triangle of toughness. I feel like that's the community that we represent, the city that you know we play in and that we go so hard for, and you know, what I mean, everything in between. You know, what I mean, when you throw up that birds up, that's pretty much what you're showing, just like that love and can't even think of the word right now, but pretty much like that's just everything that we embody. That's who we are and that's what we believe in. And you know, what I mean, just man, when you throw it up, it really means something. And you'll see us throw it up in the game. Like if we have a big play, like a touchdown or a turnover or something like that, we're gonna throw up that birds up because man, that's who we are.
And before we get into something that's called rapid fire, where we're going to put each other on the hot seat, it could be about literally anything, music, movies, doesn't have to be just about sports. But before we get there, what should the American know about UTSA? You talked about it from the inside out, the family, what bird up means. But when we look at the level of competition and what you all bring onto the field, what does the American need to know about what they got in this institution?
That we're young, but we're hungry. You know, I mean, we've only started playing football about 12 years ago, but I mean, we're here to compete. And that's the short way of putting it. You know, what I mean, we came a long way, and we're nowhere near being done. So, you know, what I mean, we're ready for the season, man, and we're really looking forward to it. And you know, what I mean, at the end of the day, we go hard behind our family. We ride for the brand, and everything that we believe in is, you know, what I mean, instilled in us, and you know, what I mean, that's why we go so hard. So. And you can tell by the way we play when you watch this, just how hard we go. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't change whether we're playing, you know, Tennessee or, you know, I mean, Judson Middle School. You know, yeah. we're gonna go hard regardless of who we're playing against. And, you know, I mean, like I said, that's just who we are. So I think that's what the American needs to know. And we're really excited about being in this conference and facing new competition, new opponents.
Your last name is Wisdom. Who has given you the best piece of wisdom in your life?
I would say definitely the man above,
okay,
and my parents. And also myself, honestly, because you can get a lot of things from your failures, from your mess ups. But for sure, the man above, just really getting deeper into the word, getting deeper into my faith. You know what I mean? Just there's something for any little thing that goes on in that book, and all you got to do is go look for it, go read it, and you know what I mean, you can find out for yourself. My parents, for sure, just all the stuff that they've been through. You know what I mean, just trying to share with me, and allowing me to go out and either apply it or go mess up, and I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. So one way or another, you know what I mean, I'm getting that wisdom, but for sure I would say definitely them.
Well, and for you to, and I appreciate you sharing all of that. Like you said, the word that you said, for any little thing, you could go into the Bible and find something, find an answer. I appreciate that, here on the show, because in the world that I live in the media, more and more, they don't want you to talk about God, or you don't hear anything about it. For me, it's been the polar opposite. I started my company so that we could do that, so we could talk about God freely. And I thank you for sharing your faith, because it means a lot to me. And selfishly, I love it. I love, being able to talk about God. So for you, before we get into rapid fire here, when you look at your relationship with God, how would you describe that? Does it feel like a friendship? Does it feel like someone you could cry with, laugh with? I mean, how is that relationship?
I see it as more like a mentor in a sense.
Okay.
I feel like the moment I stopped trying to control things on my own and let him take care of everything, like all the little things just came up off me, all the weight on my shoulders came up off me, and like I just feel free. Like I'm just able to be me.
Yeah.
No worries. Like, and it's funny because like a lot of people be worried about like, oh, what this person might think, what this one might think. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Like, just be you. Like, one person may love you, another one may hate you, but like that had nothing to do with you. Like that's just, you know what I mean? Like, and I think about Romans 8:31. If God is for us, who can be against us? So
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Once I got deeper into the word, into my faith, I feel like everything just started feeling better for me, doing better. And we have a coach Turner, and he says that like once you get this relationship right, this takes care of itself. Yeah. And like, man, it's just,
I love that.
Yeah,
once you get this relationship right, this takes care of itself. I like that. That's good.
Man, it's been a great thing and a great experience so far. But man, I don't know. I can't even describe it, man. It's really good though. It's a good relationship. I'm glad I've been able to really develop that over time.
Well, Rashad, we're going to jump into rapid fire now, and we can literally ask each other anything. Okay. You get to go first.
Okay. Who's your favorite music artist?
Oh man, right now that's so tough. See, I have a bunch that I've loved forever, but I think if I had to pick one today, it would be maybe Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Maybe Kendrick Lamar, just because I don't think anybody raps like him. Yeah. I think old Kanye was kind of like that. But when you date a Kardashian, your career's over. It's a career ending injury is what it is. So yeah.
That's funny. I was just listening to old Kanye last night.
Yeah, old Kanye is good. Old Kanye.
Graduation.
Old Kanye could talk to new Kanye, hopefully help him out. But probably Kendrick Lamar, I'd have to say.
Okay.
Or if I switch to another genre, I've always liked Boys to Men. I don't think you can ever go wrong with Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Because so I've sang my whole life. At 7 years old, I was training my voice on Boys to Men songs, which if you want to test your limits, that's where you test your limits.
Yeah.
All right. I like that question.
Yeah.
All right, Rashad. If you jumped into a movie universe, what movie universe would you be in, and who would you be?
What do you mean by movie universe?
Like if you could go into like Marvel, you go into DC, you could go into like any movie world, or just into a movie. Like if you went into Jurassic Park, like you could go anywhere you want in a movie world. Where would you go and who would you be?
A good question. All right. I don't know exactly what he's with. But Black Panther. What is
Marvel?
That Marvel?
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Would you play the Black Panther?
Yeah, I would.
All right, I like that.
I would. I feel like we have some resemblances.
Yeah, one of the most difficult people that you don't know, and then they pass away, but it still feels like it affects you. That was me with Chadwick Boseman, because he was in a lot of movies. He was in Draft Day. which is a fantastic movie. But I mean, to me, it's like he is the Black Panther.
Yeah, he is.
So there is. I mean, they keep talking about do we recast him, and I don't think they can.
Yeah, it's gonna be like weird, like,
I think if they do anything, you could bring back Killmonger, maybe.
and for him to be the Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean,
feel
if you
they
bring
need to
him
let his
back,
son- I feel like they need to let his son be the Black Panther.
well, and that was so one of my predictions in our entertainment show, Superpower Pop. I predicted he would have a son,
Yeah,
and that son could take over. And if that happens, then that's fine. But to replace him with somebody else that's not his son, I don't agree with that.
have you seen the new Black Panther?
Yeah.
Wasn't that his son at the end?
So like, if he takes over, that's fine.
Yeah,
But I don't want them to just recast another actor. I feel like you can only do it if it's his son in the movie.
yeah,
Then I'm okay with it.
yeah.
And Angela Bassett, I saw the movie 4 times in theaters. I cried every time every single time I went to see it. When she got up and said, "Haven't I lost everything?"
Yeah.
She should have won an award. I'm sorry, Angela. I mean, I give you one. I give you whatever I can for Wake Up Call. So it was a good movie. All right. What's your next one for me?
All right. Speaking of movies, who's your favorite actor?
Oh wow. Robin Williams when he was alive, big fan of his. But I would say right now, probably Robert Downey Jr. because my goatee has a little homage to him. So I'd say that. So Robert Downey Jr. or what other actor would I pick right now? That's tough. Who do I go see a lot? I don't know. I used to really like Robert De Niro,
Yeah.
but probably Robert Downey Jr. right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a big fan of Denzel.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
He
like
can
the
play
Book of
anybody.
Eli.
He can honestly. Well, they're making the Book of Eli, aren't they? They're making another one. I think.
I don't know. I hope.
Oh no, they're making an Equalizer, a third one.
Okay.
That's the one that they're doing. He can literally play anybody, and you believe it.
Yeah.
So okay, let me go with it on this. If you and Denzel got to spend 24 hours together, what would you do?
24 hours.
Yeah.
Try to gain wisdom from him. I know he knows a lot. I know he's seen a lot, been through a lot.
He talks about God.
Yep. We can talk about God. We can do whatever. Ask him what it's like to be a professional.
Yeah.
How he carries himself, how he deals with like the spotlight, all that type of stuff. Like, and just like, I don't know. I'm sure we could do a lot of stuff. I like to go to his house.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like to go to his house, see him at work, see how he works.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, when you see somebody in so many different roles in your head, you would think that you don't believe it because they've played so many people. But whenever he plays a new character, you forget everyone else and you believe he is whoever that character is.
Yeah, no doubt.
And very few people can do that.
No doubt.
So no, I like that answer. What's your last one for me?
What is your dream car?
Oh, wow. I got to get like a DeLorean because I'd love to go back in
Back to the
time.
Future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I want to get, and I think a Tesla has this, the doors, the butterfly
Yeah.
doors that go up.
Yeah.
So I'd probably get a Tesla.
Okay.
All right. My last one for you, Rashad. If you were running for president, what would be the tagline on all of your like bumper stickers and signs? And who would be your vice president?
The wisest choice.
The wisest choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You had that one set and ready to go. That was in the back pocket.
I just thought about it.
Well, that's good. You were on the fly. I like that.
I've had people tell me I should run for president. They would vote for me, but I don't know if I want to do all that.
I've talked to people at all different ends of the spectrum. They're like, if you did it, I would vote for you. And I tell people, I was like, I'm not kidding. I'm really like, honestly, not kidding about wanting to do something like that because I'm tired of seeing separation.
Yeah.
I want people to be, we're more the same than we are different. And I think we all want the same stuff. So I don't understand why we can't work together to get everything to each person.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
What if it's something that's above the president's head?
I think we have to be a country that turns to God. I think the more we've taken God out of the country, the faster the country has gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
So I think most of it is over the president's head.
Yeah.
And I think that the president is to be a figurehead for the country and the world. but you can't do it alone. And I think, the president has a responsibility to speak their mind and to be loving and caring and to be a positive influence. But until people start working together, the president is but one person.
Yeah, no doubt.
So who would be your VP?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Well, this was fun.
Not Frank Harris. Not Frank Harris.
Oh man, LeBron James. I respect LeBron. The reason why I jokingly got up is I think Jordan's the greatest ever. So
Okay. Okay.
all right, why LeBron?
Why not?
Okay, King James.
King James.
Okay, all right.
Like, think about it. If I was running for president and then LeBron running for VP, that's a really good duo.
It is.
So I don't know.
So you got the best interception taker from your guy, and you got, the highest point scorer ever in the NBA.
The GOAT.
So not too bad here. How many interceptions are we going to have this season?
I said I'm gonna break the single season interception record, and I believe it's at 5 right now.
Okay.
So 7.
7.
Yeah.
Rashad Wisdom, you heard it here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora from ACC Media Days. Rashad, I know it's the first time that you were on the show, but I got to have you back, man.
Okay.
That was an honor and a pleasure, and I'm going to take those words from the Bible to heart as well.
For sure.
Thank you
No
for that.
doubt. No
Appreciate
doubt.
it.
No doubt. I appreciate
Should we say bird up? Should we?
Bird up. Birds up. Birds up.
There we go.